Apple HomePod, great sound, but it's trapped in Apple's world. Is she here for a pat down? A seasoned TSA agent asks a fellow employee as we all step into one of the private screening rooms at the San Francisco airport. No, it's for this thing, she replies, pointing at an opaque bag concealing an unopened Apple HomePod, the company's first ever wireless speaker. The $349, 319 pounds, 499 Australian dollars, Siri-powered smart speaker won't reach the public for another week or so. I'm taking this loaner back to the Connect Smart Home for testing, but it's top secret, no one can know I have it, yet. It passes inspection and I head to my gate, hyper-aware of the camouflaged 5.5-pound speaker I'm cradling like a newborn. But the HomePod is no fledgling. It's been in the works for 6 years. That's what Phil Schiller, Apple's Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, told me during a tour of Apple's Audio Lab last week. Our goal is always to be best. That's what matters most. Sometimes that means you're first, sometimes it means you're not. That's okay. In the long scheme of life it doesn't matter. What matters is doing the best thing. Fair enough. But Apple is far behind its competitors when it comes to wireless speakers you can control with your voice. The Apple HomePod produces awesome sound across a broad range of genres, making it stand out particularly compared to the $199 Sonos One, Google's $399 Home Max and Amazon's next-gen $100 Echo. Its crazy fast setup and excellent long-range Siri microphones also make it appealing. However, buying a HomePod means you're signing up for a speaker that's limited to Apple's music services, smart home products and operating system. For example, you can't play Spotify and other third-party music services straight from the HomePod. You have to send that audio to your Apple speaker from your phone. You really need to be okay with it to justify buying one right now unless you don't care about anything but its stellar sound quality. Everyone else should wait to see what Apple will add to this promising speaker in the months ahead, above and beyond the already promised stereo pairing and multi-room AirPlay 2 features. In true Apple form, the HomePod has a sleek, minimal design. It looks good, but not distractingly so, and I'm glad you get a couple color finishes to choose from. We got a white HomePod and while I like how it looks, I can easily imagine smudging it with a repeat handler. The HomePod's mesh exterior isn't interchangeable like the Amazon Echo's removable shell. What you buy is what you get. You can, however, clean it with a dry or damp cloth. The HomePod relies on a single, 2-prong power cord, which you can plug into any standard outlet. Apple says the HomePod can go pretty much anywhere in your home, from the bathroom to the garage, either near a wall or in the center of the room. Just be aware that the cord isn't detachable as the HomePod doesn't have a battery on board, so you might have to hide it under a rug if you want to show it off in the middle of a space. At the top of the speaker, you'll find a touch display. It isn't a screen, so it can't display high-res text or video content like an Amazon Echo Show or Spot, but it does have integrated plus and minus signs for adjusting the speaker's volume manually. Tap or hold them to increase or decrease volume. Touch and hold the center of the display to get Siri's attention without having to say, "Hey, Siri." A familiar, blue-green-purple LED status indicator will begin to glow on the display to let you know Apple's voice assistant is listening. Tap the display to play or pause music or to stop Siri mid-sentence. You can also double-tap to skip a song or triple-tap to skip back and replay a song. The display glows white to tell you it's ready for initial setup and green during a phone call. You can't place or accept calls directly from the HomePod, but you can use it as a speakerphone on your iPhone. $1,199.99 at Amazon.com is nearby. The various taps and LED status indicators have a slight learning curve at first, but the HomePod is easy to control straight from the speaker. The HomePod doesn't have a button on the speaker itself to mute Siri, weirdly enough. Both Amazon and Google speakers have dedicated mute buttons so you can manually disable voice control. With the HomePod, you can only decrease the music volume from the speaker itself. which isn't really the same as muting Siri. Instead, you have to use the app or voice control to turn the Hey Siri feature off or on. I really wish the HomePod had a dedicated mute button. It would be good to have another option beyond having to grab your phone or use voice control.